tweeted the other day and somebody brought up this question like, should men pay on the first date, right? That was one question. But then also another thing that we're gonna discuss is, should a man be the only person responsible for the bills in the home? Or, because I feel like we just need to speak about this. The date thing, just my opinion. Whether you're a girl or you're a guy, whoever asks somebody on the date first, I feel like it's your responsibility. And it's crazy, like people feel like or think that dates are supposed to be very expensive. I'm supposed to take you to this fancy restaurant and spend like $200, $300, $500 on you. I think that's why a lot of people have a problem anyway, but not even, because I've heard people that have gone on first dates and the bill was like $90, and the girl that asked the person to take them out, she wants to share the bill, or mostly the guy wants the person to share the bill. Now, if you ask somebody on the date, I don't care whether you are a woman or a guy, you have to pay for the first date. The first date you have to pay, because the first date, I mean, it's not like you're taking me out, right? You could even take somebody to the picnic if you feel like you're broke, because some people are broke but they want to go embarrass themselves, take somebody out where they can even pay, and then it's like you're embarrassing yourself, she's not calling you back, like, leave it alone. So it could always be a picnic. Movie dates are very cheap. You could take somebody to a movie date and you're gonna spend like a little bit, like what, $40 or whatever, pay for the movie. But always also tell the person your situation. You have to tell the person your situation. If you don't tell them what your situation is, of course, some people are gonna expect all these extravagant dates and stuff like that, because some people like to put an image out there that's not even them. They're gonna say, oh, I have these, I have that. So someone is gonna think, all right, you have the money to pay for it, but then when push comes to shove, they really don't have the money. So, if you feel like you don't have a job but you still want to date somebody, make the date a little cheaper or whatever. Anyway, my opinion. So if you want to take somebody on a date and you're broke, your problem. Another thing that I wanted to talk about is, why do people feel like men have to pay all the bills in a household? Okay, I feel like just because long time ago, or like 100 years ago, 50 years ago, men worked for their families basically, and all the women did was to give birth, cook, clean, and everything like that. So those men, they provided for their families and they did everything for the house because they had to. And I feel like they didn't even know better. And I feel like maybe some of those men were depressed and people didn't know, because if you're having a hard time when it comes to finances and you're the only person that's providing the finances, what happens if you lose your job? Then that means somebody's gonna be very stressed. Your man is gonna be stressed. So what happens when they cannot provide? So I feel like that thinking of men are supposed to be paying for the dates, or men are supposed to pay for everything in the household. No, some women can't even cook. And the crazy thing is, like, when men say that, oh, women are supposed to be in the kitchen, we usually get offended. But if I'm going to work, if we go to we're both working, I feel like we both supposed to pay the bills in the house. I mean, obviously, if your man has more money than you, or they're making more, or sometimes even if they're not making more than you, and they're making enough money to be able to pay the rent for the house, I feel like as a woman you should just be helping with the little bills, like, let me say, all right, the food shopping in the house. Actually, food shopping is expensive, but you could do food shopping. You could pay electricity bills, you could pay your phone bills, you could do anything. But this notion that a man is supposed to provide everything for you, like, what? women say they don't like when men objectify them, right? But then it's like if you're sitting there and you feel like somebody's supposed to be taking care of you like a baby, then what? Of course they're gonna talk shit. And men love independent women. Most men I know like independent women, because the good parts of having a woman that's independent is like when you lose your job, or when you want to buy something, or when you're setting like 5-year goals or 1-year goals or whatever, you have to set it with somebody that's gonna work with you, right? Somebody that's gonna know the hard work. Somebody's gonna be like, all right, um instead of us paying this, we're gonna have to put this money in this other thing, the business that's gonna help us. So I feel like both women, if you're working, you should help your man. A man, if you're working and you feel like you could take over the ring, do that. Do that for your woman. So I just feel like all this notion of women are supposed to be in the kitchen, men are supposed to pay the bills. This is the 21st century. This is the millennials. Number one, the marriage is not like long time ago. That's why people forget that the world is moving forward. This is not the world I was born in 91. Like when you were born back then, it was so different, meaning people did everything different. Now women are allowed to work. Before, they were not even allowed to work because of some norms or morals, like, oh, you're supposed to leave your woman back home, back in the home, you're supposed to go out there and do whatever. But nowadays, the woman works, the man works. It's okay to share bills. It's okay to help your man pay a few bills, because you're not a baby. The only time I feel like a woman should not be independent and working is either if she's pregnant, because pregnancy is a job. Like, it's hard. That's sometimes it's a life or death situation for a lot of women. So I feel like if you're pregnant, yeah, and feel like you can't go to work, then you could stay home. If you're sick, you could stay home. But if you're not, why you staying home? Go work for your kids. Unless also if you're stay home mom. If you're stay home mom, that's a full-time job. Then that is a job. So yeah, that's the only time you're not working. But you're staying in that house just to be a mom, so your man can provide, because they said men are supposed to be providing for their women. Like, stop it, girls. Go be independent. Go make your money. Go rule the world, right? Go rule the world with your man. Let's leave that whole thinking of men are supposed to pay bills by themselves alone, because that's not the way to go, ladies. We are better than that. Anyway, guys, thanks for listening to me and watching me and stuff like that. Of course, the Ugandan Millennials. Like, subscribe, comment. Tell me what you think. Like, what, you're a woman, do you think somebody's supposed to take care of you? All right. Men, tell me what you think. Are you supposed to take care of your women like their babies? If it's your choice to take care of your woman, that's different. If it's your choice to be like, all right, let's leave this, stay home, I'm gonna take care of you. Okay, then, all right, I guess. To each, whatever floats your boat. But if your man is not that loaded, even if they're loaded and they want you to work, I feel like you should work. Cheers.